Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome back to another video. My name is Tawanda, and I'm the Migraine Crafting Diva. And on this channel, I do decorating on a budget, DIYs, and hauls with a sprinkle of migraine enlightenment. And the migraine fact for today is there are many Americans who suffer from migraines, and a lot of them go undiagnosed, or they're mistaken for a sinus headache or bouts of colds or the influenza. And now that we've gotten that fact out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get started with today's video. In today's video, I will be DIYing 6 everyday kitchen items for fall. I just want to note that most of the items I am using in this video are items that I use every day in my kitchen, and I just decorate them per season. So we're going to go ahead and get started with DIY number 1. And as you can see here, I am using one of the Dollar Tree mini loaf pans, and I put some floral foam into the pan, and I'm also using some of the Dollar Tree burlap leaves, and I'm adding some sunflowers to the mini loaf pan. And once I've gotten the mini loaf pans in, and I forgot to say that I added some raffia also. And then I'm using some of the Dollar Tree pumpkins that came on the picks. I believe it's a pack of 6. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add those also to the pan. I just want to note that I am not the greatest at floral decorations. So this is going to take a little while for me to get it the way that I want it to look. So here I am adding a berry pick that I picked up from Joann's. I've had these for a long time now. And what I did was I went ahead and took a pin and just kind of put the little curls in it, or curl the ends of it up, and I'm just rearranging it the way that I want. And then I'm going to flip the pan over to the other side and then add 2 more of the sunflowers, and then I'm going to add one of the faux leather pumpkins, and I just put that, I attached a stick to that also. And then here I have some little green leaves that I received from one of my friends. So I'm just adding those also, just to give it a little bit of a pop of color. And once I've done that, I decided that it was missing something. So I went ahead and I added another pumpkin to the side with the faux pumpkin. And I also added some little berries. I tore those off of the stem and I just placed them into the pan individually. And then once that was done, that was it for this DIY. And so let me know what you think, or if you would have done anything differently. And before we move on to DIY number 2, I would just like to say that this video is filled with a lot of happy accidents. I hope you enjoy them. Now we're on to DIY number 2. For DIY number 2, I will be using this crochet that I have, and I have 3 of the pumpkins that I will be using. And if you saw my decorate with me of my fireplace, you know that I do decorate, my house is decorated with blue, so I'm using blue, orange, and white pumpkins. And then I took one of the window clings off of the pack from the Dollar Tree, and then I also have some more raffia, and I'm just going to add the raffia to the bottom of the dish. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my pumpkins, and then I'm going to go ahead and just put the glass lid back on top, and there it is. It's really simple. I didn't want to glue anything on any of my dishes because I actually do use these. I do bake a lot during the holidays, so I like to decorate them while they're in my kitchen, but once I start baking, I remove everything and clean everything out, and then I use it to put cookies and cakes in. And for DIY number 3, I will be using my favorite cake stand that I always have decorated in my house when I am not using it for any of my baked items. And so as you can see here, I have the pumpkins that I will be using. I also have some fairy lights with the leaves on it that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. And I also have a wood palette DIY that I did a couple videos ago. And I'm going to add a stem to the pumpkin, and then I'm just going to rearrange it how I want, and then I will go ahead and put the lid back on it. And that is it for this DIY. Quick, easy, and simple, just using everyday items to decorate with that you have lying around in your kitchen. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think. So we are moving right along, moving on down to DIY number 4, and I am using this tea kettle and these plants, these faux plants that I got from the Dollar Tree. And what I am going to do is I'm going to create a bouquet in the tea kettle. And like I said before in the first DIY, I am not that great at floral arrangements, but I actually really like the way that this one turned out. So when I first started off with this DIY, I put the floral foam inside of the tea kettle, and then I started to add the flower picks, and then the foam kept lifting up. So then eventually I added some glue, and then it still kept coming up. So I just took the floral foam out and just rearranged the plant the flowers how I wanted them into the kettle. And then once I got them how I wanted them, I just took a piece of burlap string, and then I just tied them all together and then stuck them back into the kettle. And then once that was done, I went ahead and I took the lid and I took some ribbon and I tied the lid to the side of the can with the ribbon, and then I added some ribbon around the base of the tea kettle. And this is the ribbon I'm showing you here. It's the owl ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree while I was on vacation in Ohio, and then the orange ribbon that I got from that I picked up at the Dollar Tree here in Florida. And that is it for this DIY, and it actually is one of my favorites. I wasn't sure at first how it was going to turn out, but it actually turned out really nice, and yeah, I like it. So let me know what you think, and then we'll be moving right along to DIY number 5. So we are on to DIY number 5, which was a happy accident. I will be taking 2 of the Yankee Candle melts, and I will be using the Cafe Alfresco and the Sparkling Snow. I will also be using a glass mug that I purchased from the Dollar Tree, and 2 of the white candles that I purchased from Dollar Tree, and some instant coffee. And here you can see that I am melting the candle, and I'm going to go ahead and take that wick out and put it into my glass mug. And then after I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and add some instant coffee to my candle. And I was thinking that if I put the instant coffee in, it would dissolve into the candle. And of course it did not. So I ended up having to use a brown crayon to give it some color. And then I also added half of the Cafe Alfresco and half of the sparkling snow candle into the wax, into the candle. And then once it was dissolved, I went ahead and poured it into my glass mug. And then I took the other half of the second candle and I added the sparkling snow in that one. And then once the brown part, which was my coffee part of the candle, was had solidified, I went ahead and poured the clear, the second candle wax on top to give it the brown color. I mean the white color for as like it was creamer on top. But as you can see, when I poured the coffee, the brown candle wax into the mug, you could see that it had all of the coffee still at the bottom of the jar. So here I am, and I am actually done with making this candle. This was my first time making a candle, so I'm actually pretty happy with the way that it turned out. And I went ahead and cut the wick, and yeah, it came out really nice, and it smells so good, and it does actually smell like coffee. So yes, let me know what you think. And we are moving right along to DIY number 6. So here I am taking some leaves, and I have some of the Dollar Tree cricket paper, and I went ahead and traced out my leaves, and then I went ahead and cut them out because I was just too lazy to pull my cricket out and do anything with it. So it was just easier for me to just trace the leaves and apply them to my plate. So I have a glass plate here from Dollar Tree. So I'm taking the leaves that I cut out, and I'm just applying them to the back of the plate. And once I've had them applied to the back of my plate, I'm going to take them outside, and then I'm going to take some of the frosted glass, and I'm going to spray it all over the back of the plate. So I gave it 3 coats of the frosted glass, and then after I did that, I went ahead and took the vinyl off of the back of the plate. And then my mistake was going ahead and I added the Rust-Oleum Ultra Clear Matte clear coverage on the back of the plate after I took the vinyl off, and I should have did it before, so I had to start all over again. So I'm going to put a picture in the corner here so that you can see what the difference was before I put the Rust-Oleum Ultra Clear Matte on it and after. So I went ahead and did a different started on a different plate with some new leaves and everything. And the second plate, I went ahead and I did the frosted glass 3 times with the leaves already on it, and then I went ahead and applied the Rust-Oleum Ultra Clear Matte the Rust-Oleum Ultra Cover Matte Clear on it before I took the stickers off. So this is the new plate here, and then I'm trying to decide whether I want to use the just the tea light, or if I want to go ahead and attach it to a candle base. So I decided to just go ahead and use the tea light behind the plate instead of applying it to a candle base. But you'll see here both options that I'm going to do, and I'm going to turn the lights out so that you can see what they actually both look like. So this is what I decided to go with because I like that idea better, and you could see the leaves better than you could than having it attached to the candle base. And that is it for my DIYs for today. I would like to thank you for joining me and watching my videos. And if you like what I am doing, please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And like I always say, be nicer, be kinder, and God will love you for it. And I hope you have a blessed day. I'll see you next week. Oh.